Good afternoon, Pro. How are you? Just go ahead and share. I'm already late, so let us share, let us share, let us share. This is nice. Okay. This one. Is that one? Is that one? Yes, okay, yeah. At the almost school. Call everybody. I'm on TikTok too. I think it's Olushola that is always on TikTok and Auntie Dami. I'm on TikTok. Let's go, let's go. Adedayo, please set your timer. I'm busy today. I have two patients to go. I've only had yogurt. And my eyes is seeing bye. Please, let's go. Hurry up. We're finishing this series today. I'm not taking this to next week. Me Ogbele, you are next week. And I'm not taking this to next week. Let's go. Good afternoon, TikTok. Good afternoon, Facebook. Let me drink coconut water because I'm not seeing right. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Ola Joseph, I see you on TikTok. Let's go. Come on, charge your leg. Let's go. We have a lot to cover, to finish, and I do not have that much time. Èmi àwọn wòlíì ipá rẹ̀ ga ó pọ̀. Let's go. Timer is on. Yes. Okay. Good afternoon. Please hurry up. Hey, I need massage. Oh, I need massage. Good afternoon, this is Afuka. How are you? Good afternoon, TikTok. Okay. So what men never say. I'm supposed to have 2 more weeks, but I'm rounding it up today. I'm rounding it up today. I'm rounding it up today. We have said a lot. I mean, like so much in this series. This series, I think this is I think this is the longest. Your book with Jessica for Thursday. What? Any referral for details. Okay. This is the longest. Cannot think. It has been the longest series. So we have done enough for the men. I hope they appreciate it. Which one is this? No, I think this is third man. I think this is no, this is singles connect. Good afternoon. So this is the last episode for season 1 because I may have to do season 2, but I want to do something else from next week. I'm going to do something else from next week. So what men never say, healing the man within, because we have said a lot of things. So men, if you're watching or we watch, the wound is not your identity. As a matter of fact, I think we did this 2 weeks ago in singles class. So, healing the man within. The wound is not your identity. So, good evening, everyone. Please call somebody, tag somebody, share it on your wall, share it on your WhatsApp. Just share it. I'm just gonna go ahead, just share it. What men never say. Healing the man within. Healing the man within. So tonight is the final episode of this series. What men never say. Over the past few weeks, this is week 7. I did an intro and then I did 5 weeks. So this is the 7th week. This is the 7th week. This is the 7th week. So over the past few weeks, we've talked about the silent burdens men carry. We talked about the little boy inside the man. We talked about Olade, how are you? We talked about loneliness. And then we talked about mental health. And last week, we talked about the mask many men wear. And that was a long talk. Facebook will bring down live video after 30 days. So if you miss any of these, I'm still trying to reconstruct my YouTube, but all these videos are on YouTube. You can even watch live on YouTube because I'm streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. And then I am on TikTok. So any video you miss or you want to send it to somebody or you want to share it with somebody, just go on my YouTube. I don't even know the name. I'm sorry. By next week, I think I would have had time to work on that YouTube channel because I don't want to be doing this much talking and work. What is this in on my finger? And then lose the videos because Facebook is bringing down videos after 30 days, I guess. So you want to watch anything, go on YouTube. Just look for the topic. It probably will come up. But from next week, I'll start sharing that YouTube channel. So tonight, I don't want to focus on the pain. We have talked about the pain. We have talked about the process. We have talked about why the pain. We have talked about the process. We have talked about, everything. As a matter of fact, and that's why I said I'm going to round it up tonight. We have actually talked about everything. The pain, the bodies, the boy inside of the man, the boy that is trapped uh, inside of the man. We've talked about the loneliness. We talked about the mental health. We talked about the mask, how they cover up the lies, everything. So I don't want to go and leave it like, okay, they are just here to suffer. No, men, come on now. You are not here to suffer. We see you. I hear you. I see you. So tonight, we're going to talk about healing. We are not going to focus on the pain. We are focused on the pain. We have talked about the pain. So tonight, I just want to focus on healing because no matter how deep the wound is, no matter how deep the wound is, I believe healing is possible. If you have a wound, I burned myself last week somewhere and, it's healing. So no matter how deep, no matter how light a wound, if you take care of it, it will heal. I believe no matter how deep that wound is, it will heal. It now depends on your step and the process. Fabulous, how are you? Auntie Dami, good afternoon. Um, TikTok, good afternoon, everyone. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody is doing fine. God bless you. I welcome you. You are welcome. We're finishing the What Men Never Say series. And tonight we're talking about the healing. How do we heal? How do we heal? How do we heal? It's all about the healing for me. Okay, so healing is possible. And one of the greater mistakes we make is believing that growing older automatically means we have been healed. It is a lie. That is why you see people, social media is exposing people. Unless you're just not paying attention or unless you're just one of them. When I post, that's when I tell people, when they say, oh, it's cruise, I don't do cruise. And you should not do any cruise online. Whatever you put out there, let it be real. So it's not like, oh, I was just kidding. No, nobody should be kidding. People are watching. Authorities are watching. especially if you live in the West. I don't know about any other countries, but you see in this United States, don't just post nonsense online. Don't just comment nonsense online. Don't just say, oh, it's just a cruise. They don't believe you are cruising. They believe whatever you put out there represents you. When they Google your name, whatever jumps out, it is you posting it. They believe you. That's your content. That's your material. So that is you. It's not about, oh, we're just kidding. That's nothing like we are kidding. And I'm telling you, I tell you all the time. I've been a HR director before, way before they started even checking social media. Do you understand? And I have friends that are still working like, okay, I intentionally called one day. I think I had a show. And I had to call her like, okay, is it true? I said, okay. I said, in your company, do you go online to check people's profiles if you want to hire? She said, yes. It's not like it's written in the company policy, but this is the way we live now. Hey, hi, social media. This is the way we live now. So you want to hire somebody, apart from a great CV, apart from a great resume, apart from a great representation, go online, Google that person, go on their profile and see what they've been posting. And if you like, lock your profile. Lock your profile. They may ask you to unlock it. As a matter of fact, you cannot go to American embassy in this Trump era. I don't know if another president come, they will change it. Right now, you go to the embassy, I think they will tell them ahead of time. I can't remember. Somebody was telling me they made a open a social media. Yes, I think when you're filling the form, they already tell you to put your social media profiles there. I can't. They are gonna go check. So whatever you put out there, yes, I'm not lying. No, you can go and check unless they just reverse it. You will open it. It is Trump rule or whatever. You will open your social media. They will check. So whatever nonsense you're posting, keep posting it and say, oh, we're just cruising. Okay, all the nonsense. They will see it. And they want to check like you are fit to live in their country. That's why I keep telling you guys, if you are an enabler, I told you a few weeks ago, somebody that was denied visa. As a matter of fact, I wanted to share the girl's message. A message. She messaged me on Monday. She messaged me on Monday. The guy had been deported. Why? You see this Baba Jesha thing. Nigerians, me only time for you. You understand? If you live in this country and you just support nonsense, keep supporting it. Somebody is watching you. I promise you, somebody is watching you. Free information in phone. Free information is better you shut your mouth. But whatever you post on social media, good evening, boss. Somebody is reading it, somebody is watching it. If you think, oh, Shibi, I live in America, I don't need a visa. Well, it's okay. You're looking for a job. Your child is looking for a job. Do you understand? And I told you before, that was a girl that was looking for a job. Pentagon, very smart. Hey, smart girl. 4.0 GPA. She has everything, has her master's, everything. But you see all these jobs that they have to do, security. She passed everything. You know why they did not hire her? Not how our mother's post on Facebook. It was this time they were fighting about justice for Mohbad. Everybody, they were attacking themselves. All these bloggers attacking themselves. And then you will go there, you'll be saying nonsense. You're supporting this blogger against that blogger. You're cursing this blogger against that blogger. That was the reason they did not hire this girl. Our mom is a security risk. I'm not kidding you. Our mother is a security risk. Do you understand? Some job, eh? There are some high security job in this country. They will Google you to your village. They will dig you. FBI, yes, Auntie Tammy. I shared it, that you should remember. They will follow you to your village. I come from Ikejara Keji. They will go to Ikejara Keji and dig everything about me, about my father, about everything. You know why? Because that's a security risk. I want share near America, you just don't join, they just don't hire you. And then you cannot travel. I have a friend, he hasn't traveled since after COVID because of all this bad the security in Nigeria is there's insecurity in Nigeria. The kind of job that he is doing, he can't travel, especially to Nigeria. He lost his auntie who brought him up. He was crying on the phone. I said, Kilo Shele, Kilo de, Taloku. Okay, auntie, that was her 82-year-old woman. Why are you crying? He said she couldn't go. I said, why? Oh, Lord, you can even you can fly private jet if you want to. He said, you know my job. I cannot because of the insecurity. Because that one person, America will go to war for him. But hey, don't go. We don't want to go to war. So stay here. It is not safe in your country. Do you understand? Me tell nǹkan tí mo sọ débi gbogbo eléyìí, but be very, very careful. Very, very careful. I know some of you are concerned about, oh, doctor, they are insulting you. I say, ooh, I want wo. Anybody that will come online, you are insulting somebody else, and you also, you're so, why they insult you? It means, number one, you have no home training. Number two, it means something is wrong in your life or with your life. You are miserable. If I come online and post my post and I did not insult you, curse you in any way, and you come on me best or all, right? Number one, you lack home training. I don't care how old you are. Number two, you are a miserable person. Something is wrong in your life. That's what it is. When I see people cursing each other, all these bloggers, all these commentators, all these followers, if you have happiness in your life and you have something that you're doing, see all day now, I haven't eaten. I'm trying to hydrate myself with coconut water. I've been busy since 8:30. Transfer of aggression. Ṣé mi mo bá ti yín jẹ́ ni? Nǹkan tí màá ń sọ ni ẹ̀, màá ní ṣé mi mo bá ti ẹ jẹ́ ni? Everybody have things that are going on in our lives. Do you understand? We have things going on. But if I come online and be transferring my aggression, I'm not well. Something is wrong with me. Please. And somebody said, Dr. Where did you get all these people? Your page is a very calm one. I said, I want Temi, I want Temi, mommy. There are some sensitive posts that I will post, and my page is public, and I will not privatize my page because of idiots. Do you understand? They don't. Good afternoon. I'm a public person. My page is public. I'm not gonna put private because I'm scared of people bullying me. You know me now. I've been on this Facebook for 18 years. I've been doing what I've been doing for 16 years. I've been doing advocacy for domestic violence and sexual molestation for 16 years. Who's gonna now I will be scared of some bullies that have no meaning to their life, that have no purpose in their lives. No, I'm doing my job. Either I get paid or not, it's fulfilling for me. Either I do it online or not, I do a lot of behind the scene, I do a lot of off social media advocacy. And you see what they just did? You see how many comments on that post? When I see things like that, it fuels me. It's like energy to me. It empowers me to do more. Because when I read comment, I'm like, wow, this society is so rotten. Nigeria is decaying. Because I don't know any adults in their right mind, if you are not a pedophile and you are not a predator and you are not an enabler, that you will be supporting child molestation. Do you understand? I don't want to go into this topic. I don't even want to talk about it again. Do you understand? Either somebody is guilty or not, Baba Jesha, either is guilty or not, you're supposed to be remorseful. You're an adult. Even if you didn't do it, go and be fighting for justice now. But people are just, I don't know. I don't know how you, and that's why I'm telling you, be careful what you support online. They're watching you. That girl that I said they deported her boyfriend is actually a fiancé. I will repeat the story in case you missed it. She brought her fiancé from Nigeria. Do you understand? She brought her fiancé from Nigeria. He went for interview for his green card. the officer asked him, who is your favorite Nigerian comedian? For whatever reason, I don't know if I should say his village people followed him. He said, Baba Ijesha. This was last year's summer. This Baba Ijesha was still in prison. And this guy was like, really? Okay, I guess the guy is funny. And the next thing, they did not ask him questions. So you see how people can be so, you know, diehard fan. Careful what you support. The officer didn't ask him the questions. I mean, the next episode of stories. Oh, do you know? And that one was like, who is Baba Jesha? Before they ask you questions, all these officers, they know. They have cameras, they have microphone, they have everything. Whatever is going on in that room, some people are looking at you in the mirror. Your body language, everything. If you like, lie. They already downloaded your life before you walk into that room. Especially in this 21st century with AI, with information popping up. Do you understand? Then it's like, oh, they lied about this guy. These ladies framed him up. He told the officer story that he was not asked. And the officer said, do you believe he is guilty? He said, no, it was a frame up. It was this, it was that. You know, some officers are nice. They will be trying to help you, you know, diverting the question because they know whatever you say is on record. And this guy is like, oh, really? Why or how do you think it was framed? But this guy is in prison. You think the Nigerian system is they don't know what they did? It's like, oh, Nigerian system is rotten. Okay. This officer, it was a girlfriend that was telling me, went to bring the video that I saw too, because it was online. I said, okay, watch this video again and tell me if this man is guilty or not. No, he didn't rape. No. I'm not talking about that. If this is your child and this is an uncle, tell me what you would do if you see this video. I will call a family meeting. Da, 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 da. And the guy said, okay, that's in Nigeria. This is America. If this happen, you walk in on one uncle or your friend doing this to your, because the girlfriends or the fiance has two daughters, walked in on your friend or uncle doing this to your stepdaughter, what will you do? He said he will call a family meeting. The officer said, oh, really? This is the United States of America. Something like that, you call the police. You report to the police. That's child molestation. And this is why he was jailed. Oh, no, he was arguing. And the officer said, okay, that's fine. They didn't even let him go. He said, you know what? You are not a fit adult to live in our society, to live in our community. We cannot entrust minor into you, to your hands. That's how he failed. He did not fail. Oh. He did not fail. Oh. Appeal or whatever in this Trump regime. Yes, it is a no-no. So let me go ahead and finish this off. Tonight, we're talking about healing the pain within, healing the man within. You know, I said that story because a lot of people are broken, either as a victim, a survivor, or a lot of predators around. That shows his kind of person. Exactly. There's nothing you want to say. Go to appeal, go to anything. You're being recorded. You are being recorded. In this country, safety first. They don't joke with children. Do you understand? They don't joke. Don't be caught. Don't get caught. I have personally called the police. I have personally reported a lot of parents, because if you have a license for certain jobs and you see things like that and you do not report, you are in trouble. Your license is on the line too. Do you understand? If you don't go to jail for being an accomplice. So you have to be very, very careful. Anything goes in Nigeria, even people in authority. Policeman self, you will fear them. But in this country, Nigerians be very careful. Do you know how many? They just jailed one one priest, I think last week or 2 weeks ago. They gave him life. People were saying, how can they give him life for child molestation? You know how many people has been affected by his act? How many people he has damaged? How many children he has damaged? How many children that are now adults and are messed up? PSTD is real. Post-traumatic syndrome, it is real. This is what I treat every single day. You see adults that are still locked up in what was done to them when they were young. Trauma, trauma. And if you don't get help for it, you become a messed up adult. You become a bleeding adult. You're bleeding inside. You post something like child molestation or domestic violence, go and read under that post. You will see the heart of people. You will not the one that their hearts are bleeding. You will not the one that, oh, this one is an enabler. You will not the one that, oh, it's a pedophile. You will not the one that they are predators. You will know. You will know. You may not know. I know. So when I see comments, oh, I'm like, I'm calling about number one. Some people's face go ask me, "Aile, only God knows how many children you have messed their life up." Do you understand? Because, and I've made up my mind, the next couple of weeks, I'm gonna keep talking about child molestation, child abuse. That's my assignment for the next 1 month. That's my assignment. And I'm not stopping there. I've been contacting people in Nigeria. You know how I take things up, and I'm gonna take this up. I'm gonna take this up. If adult feels like they are okay, they don't need help, we need to help children. You as a parent, you need to open your eyes. If you are not a pedophile, you need to open your eyes and parent your children and protect your children and know the right thing to do and know the signs. It's gonna be a real class. In fact, I can give you certificate on that. This is the class that I've been teaching at seminars and trainings and everything. We need to do more. We are so corrupt in our mind, in our system, that a lot of parents don't even care about their kids. I have heard kids that will tell me, I told my mom. And the instances that I told you that I reported to the authority are in this country. Because this is America, things like that, they will take it up, they will do investigations. They will do investigations. You know, I remember one, I said, did you report to your mom? He said, my mom knows. I said, your mom knows the man that is molesting you is still living in the house. This was the stepdad. And your mom is still married to him and is still living in the house. Your mom work nights. And this man just repeatedly, since she was 12 years old, repeatedly raping this girl. And your mother knows. And you are still married to that kind of a man. I don't understand. Even if it's your source of income, you're still married to this same man. You know this man is sleeping with your child. Ha! Some things will just mess up your head, your brain, your emotion when you hear it. Some things will just mess you up when you hear it, like Egbamike. And I talked to this mom, she's like, Dr.O, kí ni mo fẹ́ ṣe? I said, kí ló fẹ́ ṣe in this country? Kí ni o fẹ́ ṣe? Somebody is doing this to your child. For the past 2 years, this girl was 16 when she, no, 12. She was 14. I was doing a class. This was before, hey, Jesus. I was in a class on child molestation and she saw me. It was the mom that was watching, oh, Antonio, oh, no, I'm busy. You know, I'm putting my phone on, do not disturb. Otherwise, my phone will keep ringing non-stop. You know, I said, oh my God, for 2 years. He said, she just told me, when? 6 months ago, you are a wicked mother. You are a wicked mother. I said, if you don't do something about it, if you don't get out of that house or get that man arrested, I will call the police because it is better that I did not hear. Now that I heard about it, it was picked up. That man was picked up. Unfortunately, it's not even a citizen. It's in the process of processing his green card. That is wickedness. That is wickedness. That is wickedness. One of the greatest mistakes we make is believing that growing older automatically means we have healed. You feel like, oh, I will outgrow it. You will not outgrow anything. That is why you're bleeding. That is why you're transferring aggression to people like me when I talk about things like this. That is why you're not happy. That is why whatever anybody says or you think they're talking about you. That is why you are mad. That is why you are angry. That is why you're not happy. Do you understand? It doesn't. If you don't do anything about it, if there is no process, it does not go away. Time passes. Yes, birthday comes and goes. Career grows. Families are built. Families are built. I had a client last week. It was a patient. This I didn't even know. People just walk into my office. I don't, it is me that will ask them, what do you do? Because part of their medical history, their chart does not say what they do, except for my VA people. I just know it's a VA. Some of them have career jobs outside of being being a military man. I did not know this guy is a CEO of a company, not small company, no. He was telling me he has 15 branches in this Georgia alone. In this Georgia alone. So to me, that's a did you finish? Oh, did I? Oh, I'll do that later. That's a big man, right? I was like, wow, it's like you have rocks all over your body. These are trigger points everywhere. I said, what is bothering you? What is bothering you? And he said, oh, business. I said, what kind of business do you do? That was when he told me, oh, he has this business and da da da. I said, okay, you're a rich person. You don't look rich, even though your skin is beautiful, but you don't. I said, so what's your burden? I said, oh, this life, it's not balanced. I said, what is that? I said, okay, you have all this money now, you're still worried. I said, what about me? He said, oh, anyway, we were talking. I'm like, okay, what's really bothering you? He came again this week. I saw him again this week. And this guy is going through some childhood trauma, how his mother treated him. This was not even a child molest. His own mother, how he treated him and his siblings. There were three of them. So he left home at 17 to start fending for himself and started providing for his sisters. He had this zeal and that's how he was able to build this company. So this guy was still bleeding. Bleeding. Everything he has. That's his only problem. Have you ever had any therapy for that? Not really. Things don't disappear. You just realize, like, okay, why do I have this mental disturbance? Why do I have this emotional trauma? Because you have trauma that you did not deal with. You still have pain going on inside of you. You're not happy. If you like, marry 3, 4 women at the same time. You're still weak somewhere. Something is still bothering you that you did not deal with. You're still lonely. You still have pain. You still have burdens. That is a big burden. Do you understand? That is a big burden. A lot of people. Many won't simply grow older with you. The older you get, the older the wound is. And the longer it is, the difficult it becomes to get over it. Because you have already formed an habit, you have already formed a pattern, you have become something that God did not create you to be. Now you're acting in another form, personality that God did not create with you. Oh, your personality. Do you know some of this personality are a result of what happened to us? Then you become this bitter person, you become this aggressive person, you become so angry, you become so impatient. That's not how God created you. They don't disappear. Pain don't disappear. Wound it may just keep getting deeper unless you do something about it. They don't disappear. They quietly shape how we think. They quietly shape how we love. They quietly shape how we trust. They quietly shape how we communicate. They quietly shape how we respond to life. Somebody posts, I post my post, JJ, boom, you jump on me. You were cursing your mother, not me. I posted my post, JJ, you jump there. It's like, you see, many men, we're talking about men, many men are living with childhood wounds. They never had the opportunity to process. Be man. You told your mother, Uncle Lekon touched you. Uncle Lekon was playing with your penis. Uncle Lekon, boys get molested too. Boys are molested too. Boys go through sexual abuse too. Boys go through all kinds of abuse too. And you're telling him, shh, don't tell anybody. Be strong. You are a man. You don't cry. You don't budge. You don't bend. And he began to bury and bury and bury because you're not supposed to talk. Now he's married to somebody like me that I like to talk, me that I like to like get things off my chest. And he can't open up to me because he doesn't trust anyone. Because his mother told him, don't trust anyone. Because his mother told him, don't be emotionally vulnerable. Because his father told him, you are a man. You're supposed to be like this, like stand at attention all the time. So he doesn't think he's supposed to show his vulnerability even to his wife. Some of them, they just married, they're just with a woman, they don't love. He was told, no, you don't show all your love. We teach children things that we're not supposed to teach them. And then they are old, we're wondering why they are the way they are. It's because we instilled something in them when they were young. They began to grow like that. It becomes a pattern, it becomes a personality, it becomes an habit, it becomes their life. That little boy who was never hugged. Some people, they've never hugged their children. No. Maybe when she was younger or when he was younger, you held him. That was it. Oh. You can't hug your child. You can't say, I love you to your child. You can't kiss your child. You don't show love to your child. That little boy who was never hugged, he now becomes the man who struggles to show affection. You know, when you're too nice, I told you about that guy that said I was too nice. You know, he was scared of me because he thought, what do I want? And I know a couple of times he told me, what do you want? What do you need? I don't need nothing. You know, I mean, we're talking. So why should I need anything to be nice to you? He ran away, he could not take my kindness. He later called to apologize. I said, why are you apologizing? You don't need to apologize. That's who you are. We can still be friends from afar. You can't even be close to me because you will read meanings into everything that I do. Do you understand? So he's been taught certain things, and now it feels like I'm being nice to him because I need something. I'm being nice to him because, she's a woman. Oh, God, don't need nkoko. No, I don't have to need anything to be nice to anyone, not even in my relationship. This is who I am. You better take it or you don't. Do you understand? He's been taught, don't show affection. You showing affection means, okay, only got to jello show attention. That little boy who was constantly criticized becomes the man who never believes he's never going to be good enough, because whatever he did, his mom will criticize him. His father will tell him, you are not good enough. You didn't do enough. He grew up to be, I'm never enough. Even when people are, compliment. Some people can't take compliment. They cannot. Me that I will look at you like, oh, you look really, really nice. Me that I will be close to you that I will be like, oh, you smell nice. I've said my own. I'm not thinking anything in my head. I'm not, either you respond, either you say thank you or not. I've said what I have said. It's nothing, no string attached. You look really nice. Oh, I like what you're wearing. When I was married, I'll be like, if I see something on anybody, I'll be like, where did you get that? I'm going to get that for my husband. Do you understand? Simple compliments they cannot take. It means you need something. It means that your niceness has an undertone expectation. No, I don't need to expect nothing. I'm just showing or saying what I see or feel. That little boy who was abandoned becomes the man who fears being vulnerable because he expects people to leave. I had this toaster. I had to tell him, like, something is wrong with you. I mean, I hate to be a therapist in my relationship. But the moment I would talk. I'm like, what is going on? I hate, if you cannot trust me, we're not even going to have a relationship. Communication is very important to me. Trust is priority. So it's either we trust each other or not. I don't like somebody being suspicious of my move, of my actions. No, I cannot do it. I can't do that with anyone. It is trust or nothing. I had to ask him, like, did somebody abandon you before? Or your mother? I just jokingly said, did your mom abandon you and left? He just went mute on the phone. I said, literally, it's like, my mother left me when I was 4 months old. I just left. I said she was sick, she died, or what? No, she didn't die. She didn't die. She actually lived until she was 80 years old or something. I said, hey, so now you think I'm your mom. So every relationship you're suspecting, every friendship you're suspecting them. You know, those are wounds that people don't treat, that becomes problematic, that keeps bleeding. If you don't treat a wound, any small thing will make it to start bleeding. Do you understand? You begin to bleed. That little boy who learned to survive becomes the man who doesn't know how to rest. One guy told me at 14 years old, he started to do conductor. Conductor, Agbero boys. Not Agbero. Conductor is the assistant to the driver in Nigeria. When you enter the bus, the conductor is say, Wale, Wale, Bariga, Bariga. Okay. When he was 14, because his father abandoned them. The father did not die. Oh. The father abandoned them, go marry 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5 wives. His mom was the first wife. So he was the first son. He had 2 sisters, elder sister. Now, this little boy became the provider for the family. I'm like, okay, since 14 years old, you've been working since you were 14 years old. Hello, you're 62 years old. You need to rest. I'll tell some people they don't know how to relax. I still told one this morning, I still told one this morning, I said, calm down and relax. If I touch you, if I hold you, I will know your muscles will be tense. Muscles will be tense. I said, calm down and relax. And then you will see that immediate release. Do you understand? You will see that immediate release. I'm like, okay, what is it? What are you carrying that? Okay, you can't even relax in a treatment room. What is it? At 62, relax. Learn to relax. Retirement is getting closer. So begin to relax. That is why some people will retire at 65, we're not in their 80s, and they cannot function anymore. They are already sick in their bodies. The bones is sick, the muscles are tight, everything. Retirement is supposed to be, okay, now you want to retire, you want to relax. No, they cannot. Their body is so messed up that they cannot even relax. So I'm telling you now, you're watching me. I don't care what you're doing. Just leave it. Relax. Take it in like we always take it in. And let it go. Just relax. Learn to relax. I'm telling you this. I've been saying it so much that I'm getting used to. Hey, I'm okay. Relax. Relax. Some things that you do that you're not supposed to do. So sometimes people ask, why is he so angry? That anger that he's been carrying since his mother, since forever. Why can't he trust? Why is he emotionally distant? Some of you are in a marriage by yourself. You have a partner, but it's never there. She's never there. This person is miles away. He's there physically, but hey, his mind is far away. It's distant. It's not with you. It's not with you. It's not there with you. Emotionally, it's far away. And most times, it's not because he's cheating on you. No, it's not always about another woman. It's what he grew to be. He's been that person because he was told, no, don't show your emotion. No, men don't crack. No, men don't show emotions. So he grew up to hide emotions. Even with the most beautiful, loving, caring woman, he still cannot let go because his mind is like this, like a rock. Hearts don't become rock. For a woman to touch that, I don't waste my time on people. In therapy, in work, I can, or professionally. But in a relationship, it's either you're with me or not. I cannot force any man. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's loving. It's nice. It's this, it's that. Hey, me, I'm a love freak. So I'm a love freak because there are things that I will be doing. If you don't reciprocate or if I don't see you, I beg. Especially at this age, I'm not begging nobody to love me. Women, God has given us that. I mean, to an hour, but most times it's you that you're trying and forcing to love that man. Don't do it. Your man is supposed to love you more than you love him or equally, not you forcing us yourself on any relationship. Stop doing that. That's why you get hurt. This man is far away. It's not with you. If somebody is not with you emotionally, don't force it. Don't force it. I don't care what is giving you or what you're gaining from that relationship. If it's not with you emotionally, it's a drained it's a drained relationship. Do you understand? Why is he emotionally distant? Women ask me that all the time. That emotionally distance is not you in particular. That's who he is. He's been used to that. He's been forcing himself. He's been forcing his way. But sometimes a better question is, what happened to him? I will tell women to go ask your man, what happened to you? Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ẹ gangan gangan? Some women think their time bomb is near. Some women think their time bomb is near. What is that? I'm trying to digest that question. What happened to him? When somebody is like that, what happened? I'm already thinking, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ẹ gangan náà? Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Something happened somehow, somewhere. When and what is what I need to know. Do you understand? Understanding the who does not excuse harmful behavior. Some behavior would have become harmful to yourself and to people around you. Now you're meaning they in their 40s and they can't get no one to marry. Oh yes, a lot. A lot. Both men and women. You know, some of us we watch. I mean, I'm all about attitude. I'm all about attitude. Your attitude is part of your relationship process. Attitude. Do you understand? At 40, at 50, some things, if you cannot change, if you're not healed, it's just gonna be the same pattern. That's some of the things we talk about in class. Class any last week, you know. Honestly, that class is becoming something else. Anyway, we are all responsible for our choices. Do you understand? When you were young and somebody did something to you, that was not your fault. That was not your responsibility. You were too young to resist. You were too young to fight. You were too young to defend yourself. But it is your choice now as an adult to take laws into your hands, to help yourself, to do something about it, to undo what was done to you. You have that choice to be responsible. You have that choice to be accountable. You have that choice to make your life better. You have that choice. But understanding the wound help us to understand the journey towards healing. Some people, if you don't know what's going on with you, if you don't know what is wrong with you, how it started, people forget. People forget. We bury things. Not that we can't forget to. Trust me, I've had people that will remember what they did to them at 5 years old. People will just try to cover up. You put that mask. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to remember it. But that is the pain. That is the wound you're dealing with. That is the pain you're dealing with. That is the pain. That is the wound that is messing you up. That is the wound that is bleeding. That was 40 years ago. That was 30 years ago. That was 20 years ago. That was 10 years ago. That was 5 years ago. It is still bleeding. Until you treat it, it's not going nowhere. So the goal is not to stay trapped in your yesterday. That is your yesterday. The goal of this 7 weeks class is for you not to be trapped in what happened to you how many years ago. The goal is to stop yesterday from controlling your today and your tomorrow. So, you hear me, oh? You guys, you are not tweeting for me, you're not typing for me. The goal is not to stay trapped in your yesterday. Your yesterday means what happened to you. The goal is to stop that whatever happened to you or that was done to you from controlling your tomorrow, because you've been messed up for so long. One day is one day. Do you understand? Ọjọ́ tá bá rí binibi wọlé. You probably see me for the first time. You probably been following for the past 7 weeks that we started this What Men Never Say. Healing is the man. Healing the man within. You have to heal. You have to begin today to make tomorrow better. You have to begin today to make, that guy said some people are in their 40s, even 50s. Some have been married before, they've never been married. So today is like, what happened to me? Why am I like this? Why am I like this? Why am I so angry? Why am I so evil? Some people are so evil. What is wrong with me? When I see all these women abusing children, you will beat a child to the point that it will be bleeding. You will beat a child to the point that they are about to pass out. Something happened to you. You are evil. You are a demon. You are a monster. Something happened to you. You need to fix you. That child is not your problem. Your husband is not your problem. Your wife is not your problem. Something happened to you. It is not their fault, but it will continue to be your fault if you don't do something about it today, especially now that you're hearing me. Maybe nobody has ever talked to you like this. Maybe you've never thought about it like, okay, that thing that I buried. Sometimes you need to sit down. I do inner healing, right? Sometimes you need to get people deep. You're talking. Some people will not even open up. First session, second session. Some people, their heart is like a rock. It would, if you have to be very good and skilled and discerning too for you to get things out of them. And then boom, it is something her mother did to her when she was 10 years old. And she began to build another life, personality from 10 years old, from 7 years old, from 16 years old. And now you're talking to a 56-year-old woman that thinks nobody likes me, that thinks everybody's okay. What do you do? How do you behave that nobody likes you at home? You're not married. Even your children, they left the moment your children were 18, they started living home just to stay away, far away from you. So something is wrong with you. Number one, you must be a very angry person. Like you're always angry. No one can do anything to please you. And you're wondering why your children left Georgia and went all the way. They scattered all over the world. One even left America and went to Europe just to go far away from you. Some people are like that. Healing does not erase your story. I'm not saying it's going to erase all. I still talk about stuff. You still remember. But healing changes your relationship with your story. The relationship you have with us, a lot of people are carrying long time pain around. So many people. I beg, go on social media, just sit down and begin to read comments. Begin to read comments, especially on these controversial topics and trends. Just go and sit down and begin to read comments. You will know how some hearts are bleeding, because you cannot be tweeting rubbish, in cursing people and insulting people from a good place, from a happy place. Go possible. You cannot be happy in your life and come on social media and be commenting gibberish and be and be insulting people and be cursing people that has not done anything to you. It is one thing for me to for me to say something to you and then you are retaliating or you're responding. But it's another thing to just be angry and you're just writing something like, okay, what did I even say? What did I do to you? I'm not your problem. Something happened to you and you begin to have a relationship with that thing. The relationship you have with that thing is very, very sad. Is now that incident has made you a hungry person. That incident has turned you into an evil person. That incident have made you an island, like nobody want to come around you. It is very sad. And now you begin to leech out on people that are innocent, that has not done anything to you. The way some people treat their own children, not strangers now. You will be like, are you sure you gave birth to this child? You carried a child in your womb for 9 months, I'll be 7 months. Because I have a 7-month pregnancy. So you carried a pregnancy for 7 months, premature, or 9 months full-time. Some people 10 months, and you are treating her or him like this. Something happened to you. This child is not your problem. This child is not who caused your problem. So you're having a relationship to the incident that happened to you. So healing changes your relationship with your story. PTSD, you have flashback that has become nightmares. Oh, you can't even sleep well because some people are even scared to sleep because of nightmares. So the relationship you're having with your pain, you have to change that to change your own story, to rewrite your own story. It allows you to remember without being ruled by it. Healing will still allow you to remember, but that incident is not ruling you anymore. It's not controlling you. It allows you to forgive without pretending the pain never happened. No, don't pretend it never happened. It happened. But healing will allow you to forgive. You forgive your dad, you forgive your mom, you forgive your ex-wife, your present wife, your ex, you forgive your brother, your sibling, your uncle, your boss, your friend, whoever did that thing to you, you forgive that person. And forgiveness does not mean you have to erase it. No, you can't erase them. Oh. Let me tell you, these days I forget things, but there are some things that I can't forget. I still remember some things. I told you about that man when I was 7 years old. Oh, his face is like this. I know his face. I know his name. I know everything. I can write in details what happened. How he almost raped me at 7 years old. I can detail that. But tell me something that happened last week. Or okay, Dayo, I will call you after this show. I may not remember. Do you understand? And you wonder why people are angry, why people are bleeding. A lot of people are bleeding. They are messed up. Some people are messed up. Forgiveness. And then healing. It allows you to love without living in constant fear. Some of us, we can't love. We're fearful. We're scared. Scared of betrayal, scared of rejection, fear of whoever you gave your heart to. Some of you, it's not even betrayal from strangers, or betrayal from your parents, from family members. It's what is still in your head that you can't trust anybody, that you can't love anybody. Healing allows you to become the father you needed. Your father messed up. That was not a father. Now you have children. You've been messed up. You're bleeding over your kids. Today, put an end to it. Begin your healing journey so you can be a father that you wanted to your own kids. Otherwise, the cycle will continue. It becomes a curse sometimes. Break that yoke, break that curse right now. The father, you know how you would think. I'm a blessed child. Oh. I grew up with love, in love. My parents, in fact, if I come to this world in the next life, I still want my father. I said that he must be rich. Do you understand? Both my parents, my father, I was closer to my dad. I told you, I'm still looking for my father in men. I'm telling you. I'm still like, Jesus. So the man that you wanted as a father, the kind of dream, the kind of who you think your father should be or what your father should have been to you, begin your healing process now so you can be that better, responsible, loving, caring father to your own children. The husband that you hope to be, the father was not a good husband to your mom. You can be a better man, a better husband to your own wife. And your children can copy you and learn from you that, hey, men are supposed to love their wife. They're supposed to love the wife. So be that husband so your kids can know, like, okay, my father has been dead now for 13 years. I'm still talking about him like he's right there in the other room. I saw that. Man can love totally. Totally give your life to a woman, serve a woman, take care of a woman, love a woman without thinking people are, my dad from the old school was educated. That was not the point, but he didn't care. My dad would go in the kitchen and cook for his wife. My dad would wash my mom's underwear, even though they are 10 kids. Do you understand? My dad would cook. I'm like, Onja mommy in here, Onja mama in here. You dare not touch his wife's food, even when they were growing. I was still at home. Oh. The rest have gone. Oh. I was still there. I could do that. Oh. No. And when my mom got sick, He refused for anybody to take care of her. He took care of his wife until my mother died. He took care of her. I was so feeling sorry for him when my mom died. My mom died at 71. I said, Alon Shano Baba, you. I don't even know how he managed for 3 years. He died. 3 years after my mom. You know, people still love. Some men cannot show love because people will be like, what's it being confronted? When you see two people in love, you believe somebody has done one jazz, especially we Africans. You all believe, okay, well, somebody has done something. No, it doesn't have to be. Let us train. Thank you, Jai. They're saying sorry to me. Somebody, show your children. When I look at my son and his fiancée, I look at them like, oh, that's what I want to see. I can never be jealous that, okay, oh, he's receiving love. That's what I taught my son. You love your woman like a queen. Do you understand? Give everything. Be vulnerable. Be vulnerable. The prayer you'll be praying for your kids is alone. Let them marry the right person. Because if you marry the right person, if you're with the right partner, you don't need to worry about not being vulnerable. Show vulnerability. Give vulnerability. Show vulnerability to each other. The husband you hope to be. The friend you long to have. Sometimes I will sit down like, God, I wish I have friends like me, you know. Some prayer you cannot pray. The kind of friend that I am, I wish I have that kind of friendship. I long for that kind of friendship. It can be a cost to some people because you know who you are. But me, the kind of mother that I have, the kind of person that I am, I pray for that kind of person for my son. Do you understand? As a wife. And the kind of person that I am, I long to have that kind of friendship. The kind of friendship that, the way you are, like you treat that person like you're treating yourself. In a relationship, in friendship, you treat people the way you want to be treated. You do unto people the way you want to be treated. The kind of mentor you wish that have guided you. The way I mentor some people that I bring into my circle, I wish I had that kind of mentorship. I am about to that Jubailo. Do you understand? Tonight, because it's getting late. Today, I want to speak directly to every man listening. I am begging you. You are not broken beyond repair. You are not broken beyond repair. Biba lo ba ko ti bàjẹ́ tán o. Yes, something has happened to you. There's nothing. I believe healing is possible at any point, no matter, even if that wound is decaying. Begin that healing journey today. Do you understand? You are not defined by what happened to you. You are not your abuse. You are not your rejection. You are not your betrayal. You are not your abandonment. You are not your failures. You are not your trauma. Those experiences are chapters of your life. You need to sit up and begin to rewrite. I started rewriting the story of my life 5 years ago. Like, okay, something has happened to me. All what happens is start from anywhere. The scratch. I started from the scratch. From the scratch. You see, my mindset now is different from even last year or 2 years ago. It's a work in progress. It's not like you will just sit down and you say, okay, hey, no, the wound will not be healed, or you have to do something about it. You are not what happened to you. You begin to rewrite the next chapters of your life. Do you understand? You begin to rewrite. They are not the title of your life. What happened are not the titles of your life. What thing be this now? Healing begins the moment you become honest enough to say, have been carrying this for a long time, and I don't want it to define the rest of my life. That kind of honesty is not weakness, it is courage. It is courage, it is confidence. As we conclude this series today, what men never say, I want you to live with these thoughts. A wounded man A lot of people are wounded. Go on social media, just be seeing what people are doing, be reading comments. You will know a lot of people are wounded, a lot of people are bleeding. A wounded man may unintentionally wound others. You see all these abusers, all these predictors, all these pedophiles. Let me tell you, a lot of them were abusers' children. A lot of them. And unknowingly, unintentionally, they begin to instill the same wound on children. What happened to you, somebody did that. Now, some of you are intentionally or unintentionally, it just become that demon in you. Now you just begin to do it unto others what has been done to you because you didn't do anything to your own wound. So it did not go away. So some people are still victimizing others. But a healed man has the capacity to heal your family. You know, when you're healed, just look at you as a person. When you're healed, just imagine your wife that has been wondering. You come home one day and say, hey, baby, hey, my dear, my darling, you become a responsible father. You show your emotions, you show your vulnerability, you change, and your wife is like, hey, maybe he has a new girlfriend. Even when she's confused or scared, tell her, my dear, change begins in a day. Healing begins in a day. It is one step at a time. Don't worry, I'm changing. When people say I've changed, domestic violence, oh God, that is a draining thing for me. When a man tells you I've changed, what has he done to say I'm changed? You have to go through a process. Healing, you just don't wake up tomorrow. I believe in miracle, but you cannot wake up tomorrow and say I have changed. No. We will buy you flowers, buy you diamond. Guess what? In them, if you try, maybe in another 1 month, some of them, even while you're still saying, are you sure this is mine? It will get angry. What do you mean? See a man that said, I've changed you. Your healing will change your family. It will strengthen your relationship. It will change the generations to come because some of your attitude that are causing pain will change. You will not cause pain again. So what you're supposed to pass down to your son will not be passed down. He will be a better man. His own children will be a better man. The next generation will be a better generation. They're not living in pain. They're not bleeding. Your healing is not just about you. It's about a whole community. It's about generation. It's a movement. It is about every life. Your life will now begin to touch. Your healing is now going to be about you anymore. It's going to be about everyone that come in contact with you. Your colleague at work, members at church, driving on the road. Some of you, your road rage. So your healing will affect a whole lot of people. Everyone that come across you. That's when you get to the office and your secretary will be like, our guy's smiling, no, You know, some boss, they will tell each other, don't go to the chairman's office, oh, don't go to the director's office, oh, only God knows what happened today. Now they begin to see you smiling. You say, oh, good morning, everybody. Is everybody okay? Or God says good morning. Or God is asking us if we are good. Pastor is greeting us. Because there are some people they didn't deal with their demon before they before or after God has called them. Do you understand? Today, invite yourself to choose healing. Not because it is easy. It is not easy. Sometimes I still sit down and have flashbacks. Sometimes I'm still moody, like, oh God. Do you understand? But the fact is, it's a process, and nobody can tell you when or how to heal. Take your time. Do it right, one step at a time, one step at a time. Not because it is easy, but because you are worth it. You need your life to be in a better place. You need that wound to be healed. You need to be healed. You need to be happy. You need to be happy. You need to have peace. You need to sleep at night and sleep. You see, when I sleep now, could call me. And then for whatever reason came to my room one day. It's like, Mommy, when did you start snoring? I said, I don't know. That means the sleep was good. I sleep. I may sleep late because I'm busy. The moment I knock my bed, now I will even put my phone on do not disturb me. Mo lọ nìyẹn o. If I snore into your ears, you better sleep too, or ask me what I did to make me sleep. That's the truth. And because the next generation deserve the healthiest version of you and the healthiest version of them, you need to start the journey now and stop bleeding on everybody. Okay? Healing begins when silence ends. Don't talk, don't say nothing. Your healing begins now when you begin to talk. You know, every time I start this speak up challenge, the revelations, the people, I mean, sometimes I'll be like, what did I start? I'm about to start it again. God help me. Oh, God help me. Anytime I put up the let's speak up challenge, come and see stories. And you'll be like, wow, people are carrying all this around. Healing begins when silence ends, and healing continues when we have the courage to face our wounds with honesty, humility, and hope. And I pray that the Lord will bless you as you make the right choice, as you choose to begin the best life you can live. Do you understand? Please help yourself. Help yourself. Help yourself. Help yourself. And I just pray for everybody listening that, you know what, you've never heard, I'm proud of you. Begin to tell yourself, give yourself some accolades. When you do something good, say, Olusola, I'm very proud of you. I'm okay. Omoniejo, I'm very proud of you. You have done so well. My kids tell me that all the time. Mommy, you have done so well. Mommy, we're so proud of you. They will write me, they will write me cards at any opportunity. They will write stories, be like, Mommy, we're proud of you. Let me see, where's that card that I have here? Mommy, we're proud of you. Mommy, this, mommy, that. It makes my head swell. And guess what? I taught them that because everything, I tell them I'm proud of you. I tell them you look good. I tell them I love you. I tell them, you know, tell them. So if you have never heard, I'm proud of you as a person, look at one thing that you have done, that you have achieved, no matter how small, even if it's to like, okay, you just learn how to make meat pie. Oh, tell yourself you're proud of yourself. Even if it's how to make a good cup of tea, tell yourself, hey, Busola, this tea is really good. Oh, I'm so proud of what I just did. Be proud of yourself. A lot of men grew up without safety, without affection, without love, without affirmation. Tell yourself that. Affirm it. Validate yourself. Fathers, men, please try and break generational curses. Don't pass your bleeding. Don't pass your pain down to your next generation. Sons who are determined not to pass their pain to the next generations, they are you. You are somebody's child, no matter how old you are, no matter where you're coming from. This is the time, you know, healing from childhood trauma, healing from childhood shame, from childhood grief, rejection, abandonment, betrayal. Lord, I just pray and speak into your life right now. The Lord will give you that courage. The Lord will give you that courage. The God will help you. And whoever is going to help you, the Lord will align you. I had a client one time, you know, it was going through therapy. I mean, you know, that kind of man that even though he knows, I'm old enough, he will have girlfriend. He had kids. He said, I've never loved any woman in my life. And it was something that his mother did. And he said, I have never loved any woman in my life. This is a 52-year-old man, had relationships, had 3 kids by one woman. And I look at him, I said, I can imagine a woman that had 3 kids for you. I can imagine the kind of trauma you have put her through for not showing love, showing emotion, being vulnerable around her. He said, I'm a responsible father and husband. I did everything. But, you know, Being married is more than you're providing. You're a provider. You should be a husband. You should be a friend, a confidant. You should be that to your partner, not just a provider, not just a figurehead. You're responsible as a provider. That's what a lot of men are. They're so disconnected from family. They're so disconnected, detached from children, from the wives. By the time I think we were the 10th session, he came in one day like, Doctor, I think I found her. I said, oh, said, I think I found that woman. Because I said, really, are you sure? So we began to talk and talk and talk. It's like, one day he came here and was like, yeah, I think I'm in love. I said, hey, whoa, you. I said, I could see some butterfly jumping inside of you because his face changed from the first time that I met him. The first time he walked into my office, his face has changed. The way he was talking has changed. His demeanor has changed. Even his skin was glowing. Men glow too. His skin was glowing. I said, now I see breath, fresh air. You're breathing fresh air. You're living. Love will, I don't know how people will say, I've never felt love. I've never shown love. Love is that life that God has given us that can help you breathe, glow. If you have never experienced love, please, whatever is wrong with you, go deal with it. Oh. You need to experience that butterfly inside of you. You need to experience waking up and thinking about somebody other than you. You need to experience being in love with somebody. You need to experience love. You need to. Whatever has happened to you, I beg, go fix him. I pray the Lord will give you that courage to seek help, to build healthy relationships, to embrace love, to embrace emotional and spiritual healing. It is very, very important. If you've never felt love, if you've never shown love, if you've never ever embraced love, you have not been living. I want you to pray, think about it, begin to live, deal with whatever has been that demon in your life. Begin to deal with whatever has been the obstacle. Begin to deal with whatever has been stopping you. Begin to deal with whatever wound you have. It's a beautiful thing. Me, I don't care what I have been through. I still want to love. I still want to feel love. I want to wake up thinking about a man, loving a man. But if it's not loving, I'm not begging for love. You have to experience love. If it's one way, you can experience it. If that person love you, it is good to love somebody and they love you back. That is how to live. That is how God created us. That is why God created us. To be in relationship, to be in love. Edakun, I am hungry and I hope that I've been able, I don't need to convince you. I hope I have been able to get into your head. I hope that I've been able to I don't even want to call it preaching, but I hope that I've been able to speak to you and sow a seed that you will live here today and begin to think about what was she even talking about? That woman told you, it doesn't matter. Call me whatever you want to call me. But I hope you'll be able to sit down, think about everything that I've said. If you want to listen to this again, go on YouTube, look for my name. Mr. Sonia, do you want to come up? I'll bring you up, because you're showing like invite you to co-host. Co-host on my show or yours. I don't know. You want to come? He has gone. Anyway, I'm begging you. I'm appealing to you. I'm appealing to your conscience, and I'm appealing to you. Stop bleeding. And no one can, well explained, no one can help you but you. Even if God is going to help you, you have to tell God, I am ready. Tell God I am ready. Tell God I am ready. I am ready for this journey. It may not be rosy. It will have a lot of obstacles, of hiccups. Sometimes you want to be like, hey, Kitty, and going, it's okay. It's okay. But know that after all this, you'll be in a better place. I'm telling you, I've never been since I left home as an adult. I left home at 25 years old to go marry. Since that time, this is the time that I can say I'm having the best of my life. This is the time that I can say, you know what? Ah, I have peace because I have dealt with my demons. I have dealt with my wounds. I stopped bleeding. I feel God. I have intimacy with God. I feel God. I feel great. You know what? I won't say I'm looking for love. I say I want to live like that person that wakes up every day with a God's mind, with me thinking positive, with me being happy. You have to do that for nobody but for yourself. You know what? When you are at that point in your life, the love will find you. Real love will find you. Peace will find you. It is you doing the work that you're supposed to do. Every other thing that you deserve will find you. Do you understand? Thank God for the internet. People find love online. Oh, I've been following you for a long time. And you have to follow somebody that you really have interest in for some time. Watch them, see what they do, see how they behave, see how they talk. Watch them, be your own FBI. Don't just jump on women like, hey, she's pretty. No, that pretty girl, watch her. See what she posts. See what she does. See who she is before you approach her. If it takes you months, you know you're looking for the real thing. People don't pretend that long. Some do, but if you're smart, you will know this is a pretense. So take your time. But if you're bleeding, you can't say. You can't say. You have to be in your right mind. You have to be healed. You have to be in a good place to see a good thing. Because right now that you're bleeding, if God bring the best man, if God bring the best woman into your life, you will bleed on her. It will not work. You won't feel what I'm asking you to feel. So you have to deal with your demons. You have to deal with your pain. You have to be healed. And I pray for you that the Lord will help you, give you the courage to be that person, to experience God's love. So we started our Friday night with Dr.O on Friday. It was interesting. Actually, did not you were already sleeping. I had some new people. Let's build our whole community. Let's heal together. Let's enjoy life together. So this Friday, it's only on TikTok. I'm not logging in on Facebook. It's going to be on TikTok. We had an amazing time. When Mr. Shola joined us, he actually sent me a message like, Dr.O, when is the next Friday night? I said, no, he said, when are you logging in again? I said, not every day, me. My job is so like this. I don't have time like that. I said, that will be every Friday. It was Auntie Dami that started this. So Auntie Dami, now you start this. So we had fun. We had a good discuss. It was a nice conversation. It's gonna be 12 midnight in Nigeria because it's 7 p.m. my time. That's Friday night. You know, you're not going to work the following day. It's gonna be on any topic. So you can drop what topic you want us to talk about on Friday. I already know what I want to talk about. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I thought I was tired because I just came back from work. I haven't came back late. So I'm gonna try and make sure, okay, no matter what, I log in at 7 p.m. my time, ET time, and 12 midnight Nigerian time. So you can sleep early and wake up later or whatever, just join us. Some of you don't sleep anyway, you're still online. Are you serious, ma? Can you die yourself? Yeah. That man said, Doctor, when are you coming again? I said, I beg. We already have a Wednesday class. This Friday, it is my group that started this. So he said, I really enjoyed that. I mean, people just do a lot of rubbish online now, but I really, really enjoyed that. Please do more. I said, no, Emma Pamisa. But definitely I'll be back on Friday. He said, I can't wait. Even call me again. I said, yesterday. I saw the missed call. I said, who is this? He said, Doctor, oh, this is me. I said, oh, really? I'm so sorry. We're not logging in until Friday. Some people, I won't say bored. Some people need some positive vibes online. I know I can do that, but I don't have time. I'm very busy. It is tiring for me. Do you understand? But I enjoy that. Bring your glass of wine, bring your kuli kuli to snack on, bring your atarodo and asun to snack on, and let's have fun on Friday. That is a relaxing mode. That is, I will bring you up if you want to. We can do that on TikTok. So I'm not going to come on Facebook. It's going to be TikTok. See you on Friday. I will be there. And Toba Nkumawa, we had fun. I enjoyed that. And I was glad that man came up. He was drilling me. Well, that was nice. I love healthy, intelligent discussion. That was really, really nice. So we're going to be discussing controversial or not controversial, whatever topics you want us to talk about. We will come on Friday night on TikTok, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, America, 12 midnight, Nigeria. I'm actually sure. And we can come in one day and God will turn it to a night vigil. Miracles will just begin to happen. You know me now. God is good. So thank you, everybody. Good night. Auntie, thank you, ma'am. I'm tired. I'm tired. Auntie Dami and Dayo can just make me do anything. These two people, they can just make me do anything. Anyway, God bless you all. I love you, and I'll see you on Friday. And for those of you that will be sleeping, see you again on next week, Wednesday. The topic, you already know what topic is coming, right? You already know. You already know. The Lord is my strength. Lord, I need to eat. I have 5:30 appointment. It's probably outside. These veterans, they come for appointments so early. God bless you. Let me quickly go get something to eat. All right. Have a good night. Okay. Have a good night. Have a good night. Have a good night. Let me log off here.